Hi guys, Chris here with Super Savvy Travelers. My stick just died on me, so I have to do this old school way. Anyway, I read Italian Bureaucracy with you because a lot of people are afraid of it, especially when it comes to buying a house. But I am here to tell you that when you're buying a house, that is probably the one time that the Italian bureaucracy is really not a thing. It's actually quite simple here to buy a house. In California, I don't know how it is in other states because I've only done that in California, but you sit down and the actual purchasing process where you sit down with all the loan documents and everything else, and you get this phone book full of documents, and you got to sign that you reviewed all these documents. Then you got to sign that they told you have to have these documents. Then you got to sign that you received them. And then you got to sign to say that you understood them. It's insane. And you know, your arm is like sore, like, I don't even know what I signed anymore. However, in Italy, you have two things that you really have to worry about signing. Number one is the compromesso, which is the promise to buy. And that is the promise that you're going to buy the house and you're putting a deposit down. As soon as that money goes over to the seller, you are bound to buy that house or you lose your deposit. So that's the one thing. But it's all very simple. It's like 2 pages. You're promising to buy this house, and here's the legal description, and here's your legal description, and blah, blah, blah. And you agree. Boom. Done. Send the deposit, and it's finito. Now, the second thing is the act. You go in with the notaio and you sit down and he reads the act to you. Now with my guys, I sit down and translate the act beforehand and explain each one of the points in the act so you know what you're signing and you don't have to stop the proceedings while I give you a lengthy explanation on what it is. But the act is only about 3 or 4 pages. There's no disclosures, there's no this, there's no that. It's going to contain the act itself, which is descriptions of you, descriptions of the property, all of the things that the seller is declaring, like there's no mortgage, they have the right to sell you the property, etc., and the notaio's checks and everything else. So that's all included, and then you're probably going to get the floor plans. I always like to have them in the documents. There's no question as to which house you get. Having the floor plans of your house makes it very, very clear. Another thing you'll get is the APE, which is the energy statement, and that's required for you to get. Other than that, there's really not much to it, and your deed is like this thick, which is really kind of funny. So dreaded Italian bureaucracy, yes. If you're buying a car, yeah, give yourself time. Even a motorcycle or an APE, things like that, there's a certain amount of bureaucracy involved. However, when you're buying a house, surprisingly, there's very little. So I hope that helps. See you guys.